Welcome back to Modumate's click-by-click guided tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll model the surface graph of the bathroom to this pool house. Let's navigate over to the pool house. The bathroom is underneath this roof. Let's click this roof and hide it with the HI hotkey or by clicking the hide button at the top of the menu. It looks like this door isn't quite justified to the wall the way we want. So let's click its justification handle and slide it back into the wall and click. It's important to get all of your separators in the right positions before starting your surface graphs. Now that all of our separators are in the right positions, let's apply a surface graph by clicking the surface graph tool or typing SG as the hotkey. This tool has a very simple interface where you can click on faces of separators that do not yet have surface graphs to place them, or you can draw edges that subdivide the surface graph into regions. These faces and edges become the targets for finishes, trim, and cabinets to be applied. In this case, I will draw the footprint of the bathtub beyond which finishes should not extend. I click in the corner, I hover over an axial affordance, and I type 2 foot 6, enter, and now I hold shift, and I click. I have now subdivided this bathroom into space for a shower and the rest of the bathroom. I think I need a narrower bathtub. I will use the move tool by typing MV, starting a move vector down the room along the red linear affordance axis, typing 2 inches and pressing enter. Next, I will draw the footprint for this bathroom's vanity cabinet. Type SG to return to the surface graph tool, click in the top right corner of the room, mouse along the red linear affordance axis, type 2 feet, press enter, mouse along the green linear affordance axis, type 21 inches and press enter, hold shift and return to the original point. We've now subdivided space for a cabinet. I now notice that we are missing a massing plane for a countertop. Countertops are massing hosted because they do not lie on the surface of a room. In order to add this countertop, we will return to the massing view mode and draw a massing plane in the corner of the room. Click the base of the room, travel up along blue linear affordance axis, type 36 inches and press enter. Mouse along the red linear affordance axis, type 2 feet and press enter. Press escape to restart your drawing. Start a new segment from that point. Mouse along green linear affordance axis and type 21 inches and press enter. Now hold shift and return to the original point. This plane will support a countertop. If we press F3 to return to viewing our surface graph, we notice there's a discrepancy between the size of our countertop and that of our cabinet footprint. That's because of the thickness of the walls and the difference between your massing graph and your surface graphs. Rectifying this problem is easy. Simply click on the countertop plane, grab a stretch handle, and snap to the surface graph. Do the same on this side. And now, to anticipate a countertop that hangs 1 inch beyond the cabinet, let's grab this edge, type MV, start a move vector along world green, type 1 inch, and press enter. We will now see, when we create a cabinet, that the countertop is 1 inch deeper than it. Let's go to the separator tools, click on the countertop tool, and equip our typical countertop that hangs below by pressing SS. We choose our justification. It now hangs below the massing plane on which it is hosted. Let's add a surface graph to the south wall of the bathroom as well. Type SG to return to surface graph mode. Click on the wall, and you've added a surface graph. Click at the location we expect the side of the tub to be. Mouse up along blue world affordance axis. Hold shift, find the top of the wall, and click. We've now created space for a backsplash that is different on this part of the wall than over here. Similarly, we want a small backsplash above the top of the vanity. So we type SG, we click at the corner of the countertop, mouse upward 6 inches and press enter, mouse over to snap to the base of the cabinet, mouse down to snap to the origin point, and click back to the origin point. We now have a subregion so that most of the wall can be painted and some of the wall can have a backsplash at the shower and the vanity counter. On the north wall of this bathroom, the opposite side from the vanity, we will expect to draw one more surface graph edge to separate the shower's backsplash from the rest of the paint in the room. Click SG to return to the surface graph tool, click on this north wall to add a surface graph, mouse down where the tub is expected to end, start a vertical linear affordance axis, hold shift, click at the top of the wall, and you have subdivided that wall as well into 2 regions. Now we have all the subdividing of finishes that we expect. There are still 2 walls without surface graphs, but we don't have to worry about them right now, because as we add finishes, they will gain surface graphs automatically. It's only important to draw surface graphs manually on the surfaces where you expect subdivisions to take place. In this case, the floor and the south and north walls for their backsplash subdivisions. Congratulations! You finished designing the surface graphs of the bathroom for your guest house. In the next tutorial, we will craft the attachment assemblies that are hosted onto these surface graphs.